Good morning. So recently I uploaded a video called how I plan on getting a six pack within 90 days. If you haven't watched it, by all means go and watch it. It has everything you need to know about cutting, about losing fat, not weight. So if that is something you're interested in, go and watch. This is an update video because in that video I said that I'm going to get onto a cutting phase. Basically I wanted to lose fat. And that's exactly what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, but I'll explain more why I did 2 weeks, but I'm only counting one of them. But here is my 1 week update for my cutting phase. So there's going to be 12 weeks in total. That means there's going to be 12 of these videos. I probably won't make like an update for every single week, maybe one every couple of weeks, maybe one every 4 weeks. But I just wanted to give you like an update of what the first week would look like, right? There's a lot of stuff that I said in the video that I'm going to do that I ended up not doing, or I did but I decided not to do, and there's some things that I started doing that I did not talk about in the video. So in this video I'm going to cover all of that. It's not going to be a very long video. I'll just give you my body stats, my fat percentage, muscle percentage, all of that, and I'm going to be telling you all the updates. So basically this is an update video. It's not going to be super highly valuable, so if you're interested in more valuable content, go and check out my other videos. So in the cutting video I specifically talked about basically how you're going to cut down your calories, how you can figure out your maintenance calories, how you can start to deduct calories in a way that you end up losing fat specifically and not muscle, right? So I gave you like an entire protocol. Just to give you a recap, there's gonna be like a calculator, free calculator that is not mine, and where you're supposed to just basically put down all your body stats, and when you do that it gives you a relatively correct calculation of what your maintenance calories are. Maintenance calories are basically the calories that if you eat, you will neither gain weight nor lose weight. Basically the amount of calories that you expend by doing your daily routine. This includes your exercise, your non-exercise activities, everything. So once I figured out my own maintenance calories, according to the calculator were 2300. They ended up being right because I tested it for a week. And after that week, and then got on to my cut, right? That this is where I started to subtract calories. So I started with 1900 calories because I didn't want to go like super deep on a cut, because what happens is when you're just starting to get onto a cut, you lose a lot of weight very rapidly, and that's because when you're in a calorie deficit, your body expels a lot of water. That means you're going to lose a lot of water weight that you hold under your skin, right? Which you normally wouldn't lose. So your body just puts all of that outside. So when you have that rapid amount of weight loss right after right when you inflict a calorie deficit onto yourself, that's just water weight. So that's not actually you losing muscle, you losing fat, nothing. So that's why I wanted to spend an entire week in not too much of a calorie deficit, but still a calorie deficit, to make sure that my calculations and my calorie deficit was like applied correctly in the next following month. Because the following month, when I will be actually in my deficit, then I'll be only losing fat and not like water weight, right? So just to give you like a quick understanding of how things start, this is going to be like the most easiest process for you. I am weighing myself every single day, and for the past week I have weighed myself every single day. I'm going to record my screen and I'm going to show it right here, so you know exactly what I'm doing. So basically my weighing scale is Bluetooth connected, and it has an app that basically records and shows you the body fat percentages and everything, all of your body stats basically. So I have them recorded for the entire week, right? So this is my weight today, this morning, 67.80. I'll show you the recording real quick. So on 1st of September my weight was 68.65 kilograms with 23.6% body fat. and as you can see on the screen, on Monday it was 68.10 kilograms with 23.3% body fat. This is where the water weight, this is not like water weight, it's just because one day I had poop before measuring my weight. One day I was like, I hadn't taken a shit, so it's just the slight fluctuations can be forgiven because of that. Right, so on 3rd of September my weight was 67.75 kilograms with 23.1% body fat. I think this is the lowest body fat I've reached. This was because I went on to a big deficit and I walked a lot this particular day. This is when I also started to feel that I was not as strong in my lift, so I just upped my calories like slightly. I completely cut out my cardio because I felt like I can't be sure exactly how much cardio I'm doing every single day. Even if I'm doing 30 minutes of stationary bike every single day at 7% resistance, if I'm doing the same thing, is my effort level can differ how many calories I burn, right? So I didn't want that to be a factor, a variable into my fat loss right now. I will include cardio later on in my fat loss journey, because eventually I don't want to like deduct 500 more calories. Instead I'll deduct like 350 and then I'll substitute 150 calories from cardio. But right now I don't need to be worrying about that. On Wednesday, which was 4th of September, my weight was 68.30 kilograms with 23.3% body fat. So my weight actually increased a little bit. On Thursday, my weight was 68.10 kilograms with 23.3% body fat. On Friday, 6th of September, my weight was 68.05 kilograms with 23.3% body fat. And this morning at 7:25 a.m. my weight was 67.80 kilograms with 23.1% body fat. So just to do a little bit of math for you, my starting body weight was 68.20 kilograms. So 68.20 minus the body weight that I have currently this morning, which was 67.80 kilograms. 67.80 kilograms, which equals to 0.4 kilograms. So this week alone, I have lost 0.4 kgs. And if you remember, my starting body weight that I told you about was somewhere around 69 to 70 kgs. So most of that, I wouldn't say all, but most of that was water weight. So the first time that I recorded my weight on this device was 23rd August, which my weight was 68.65 kilograms with 23.6% body fat. That means because my body fat has decreased like by 0.5%, which is a lot. 0.5% is approximately half a kilogram, which is like exactly how much I've lost. Every 1 kilogram is 1% of body fat, just so we're clear about the calculations and everything. Right, so for the past 1 week, I've been in a 500 calorie deficit consistently, and I've made sure that I am in that deficit. Another thing that needs to be accounted for is that I have started taking creatine. What creatine does is it holds a little bit of water into your muscles, so it makes your muscles appear a bit bigger. That causes creatine does a lot of other things that are good for you, but that primarily in regards to my cut can account for the 100 grams of muscle that I have, 100 gram of fat that I haven't lost, right? So instead of 0.4, it may actually be 0.5, 0.6, 0.7 even. Because what creatine does to your body is it makes you gain a little bit of weight in the initial few stages, and it has been approximately 4 to 5 days that I have started taking creatine. We can assume that the weight fluctuations during the course of my cut in this particular week can be accounted for because of the creatine, firstly. Secondly, we can also assume that the weight that I've lost overall, the fat that I've lost overall, is primarily fat that is my fat loss journey so far. I'm not going to be touching my calories anymore. My calories are going to be locked at 500 calorie deficit. I'm not doing any additional cardio. I do want to talk about a little bit about my lifts as well. Since I've started taking creatine, we can assume that I have gained a little bit of strength, and that has been true for the past 1 week, because I have sensed, because see, I have a shoulder injury right now. It's a rotator cuff injury. Basically, I can't bend. Basically, it hurts when I do certain movements with my right shoulder. So as a result, I'm not doing as heavier lifts for my pushing movements, and I'm also not going as heavy or as hard on my shoulder exercises as well. Instead, I'm focusing more on back related exercises. My back is a lagging body part anyway for me, so I need to be like more focused there anyway. I have noticed an increased in strength and increased in number of reps that I'm able to do. I specifically and strategically started taking creatine right now. I'm taking creatine for the first time in my life. Specifically started doing it right now to ensure that I do not lose any muscle whatsoever, and that I can even gain a little bit of muscle during this fat loss phase. Right, so that has been my weekly update of this cutting phase. I probably won't make a update for every single week unless you want me to. If you want me to, let me know in the comments. I'll update you every single week. But for now, I think I'm gonna make like a monthly update. So every 4 weeks you're gonna get an update. As of now, the results are in front of you. I have lost 0.5% body fat, and I've also lost 0.5 kilograms of body fat, which is 0.4 kilograms of body fat, which completely totally makes sense. By far, this has been, in my opinion, the most successful cutting phase that I've gotten on, and I'm very serious about it. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you found something of value in this. If you did, there's a link to a free ebook in the description, which is a Notion template. It took me a couple of months to write that. It's basically everything that I know in terms of turning a boy into a high value man. If you're stuck in a rut, if you have been spending days, weeks, months not living up to your full potential, feeling like you're not doing enough, feeling like you're a loser, this ebook is going to help you get out of that rut, just like my videos. I'm building a community of high value men, or men who want to become high value. If you think you're one of them, subscribe to my channel right now so my videos can find you more easily, and I can help you in your own self-improvement journey by videos just like this every Monday and Thursday. I'll see you in the next video.